in the game, it's transmitting redstone signal. In the real world, it would be electrons, electricity. So this is fun little redstone dust. You've got inputs, outputs, and ways to carry the signal. Here's a little button, which I'm struggling to get to. Bam. And I just broke it.
Killed it.
I killed it. No. No. Oh, I broke that one too. So pretend that's not there. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Wow. Oh, there's no way to right click. Does anyone have a display port to HDMI adapter? You have a display port to HDMI adapter with you? Anybody have another laptop with Minecraft on it? I have many. I have output. I have the display adapter right here.
Try it.
Let's try it. Let's try it. Okay. All right. Hold on. I'm gonna whitelist him on my server. So I actually was going to build my Raspberry Pi and run a Minecraft server here on the network. I reflashed my Raspberry Pi. 2 days later, I went to actually install Minecraft on it, and the thing died. That's like 2 days later. It was pretty sad.
My SD card died recently. I replaced it.
Yeah, my SD card was okay, but everything else was not. I thought about it, and I was like, nah, I won't need to. I'll just plug in. I brought the adapters from work. I borrowed them. I could have brought the Chromecast. I didn't. Anybody have a Chromecast with them? Okay, that would have been cool. That's not. Yeah, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. So while we wait, everybody having a good time at Sparklecon? Good time, having fun. Yeah, sparkly. Is this who? For which of you? I don't know words right now. Who is a first-time Sparklecon attendee? Cool. So you could have been here last year. Isn't Sparklecon cool? You don't count. You don't count. Where's the MacBook Air? How many of you have built the badge? The guys who didn't build the badge, why not? Why didn't you build it? Okay. Are we out? Are we out?
We had 150.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't build the badge because we didn't have time to get the lead-free soda. My mom says that the soda with lead in it is lead-free.
It is. Definitely is. Do we not have lead free here?
I think the lead actually rocks.
Lead's
It rosin for you to turn it off. I mean,
Yeah.
there's still fumes.
yeah. I wouldn't breathe in the fumes anyway.
Right.
But lead's
But
lead's
my
worse.
understanding was that the lead falls out and end up airborne, but it's still not awesome.
Yeah. So Java doesn't like to map input on high DPI displays.
Oh.
Yeah. It's kind of a problem.
Well, you got that little display right there.
If everyone wants to come and look at my little display, we could totally do. Actually, no, it doesn't work. Little display. Same thing. This is the high res display and on the surface. That's complicated. There is a button, and if I knew where it was, yeah, that's what I was stalling for, guys. What's your Minecraft username? I have to op you.
Tomcat the Wizard.
Tomcat the Wizard. Any kind of weird spelling?
Nope.
Okay. Whoa. Oh crap. I feel like horrible. I feel horrible. Sorry. Sorry. I'll be back. Oh, you shit. You're not an op, are you?
I don't know. You can.
You're not. I didn't make you an op intentionally. This without you being opt.
Okay.
Oh, I still have to whitelist you. Shit. Oh my goodness.
Just that software as a surface. I keep
Does anyone have SSH on their laptop right now?
Yeah.
Okay, I can log out again and I can opt you. It's fine. Oh man.
This is real life. I appreciate technical demos going.
Yeah. Well, I blame Rob. Where's Rob? For not taking long enough for me to finish getting prepped. So Rob's fault. Where is he? I don't see him.
I blame him as well.
You should. We all should. Actually, no, I can.
Okay, that goes. Here's random terminal.
Thank you.
And yeah, I don't even know what this thing.
I'm trusting you with my.
There's nothing on there.
A whole community of you people
It's just my
electronic
everyday.
circuits and Minecraft.
Oops, I tried to log in as you.
Yeah, username helps.
Uh huh.
Yeah, yeah, my beer.
Yeah, I did have your beer. I like all your green. It's very green.
That was his visual bells. There's nothing on my side.
Was Tomcat the wizard?
Yeah.
Oh, why did I do that? Two T's?
Yep.
Yes.
Tomcat the wizard.
I failed giving myself mini an item because of that. No such user.
Play offline.
My name.
Oh, I just
Yeah.
got online. I gotta probably restart it. Oh, that won't work.
It's a captive portal.
No, this
Oh.
is you gotta use
Oh.
Chrome.
Okay.
That uses a proxy over
I
SSH.
see. Spectrum works. Okay, we're good. We're so close, guys. So close. So close. No.
The mouse over there is working.
Yeah.
Okay, looks like it's going. Yay!
Yay! All right.
You can just add a new server. That's my server. To be 2T is fun as well. Played that one.
No. I gotta, sorry.
You don't want to play it.
It's crazy. Oh,
You're opt, but they'll leave SSH open.
it'd just be that terminal there probably.
Security settings on your demo server thing too high.
Apparently, ops can't even log
This
in.
is what happens when you
No, I have since I opt you in the config file. I have to actually restart the service. This is SSH, everybody. Yay!
If you want to run your own Minecraft server, better learn SSH.
By the way, I have the second best Minecraft server script in existence right now.
Why is it
Not gonna
so
lie.
fast?
It's super awesome because I forgot to do two important features.
Oh.
Rolling through multiple.
You're not white.
I have to whitelist and op you.
Apparently.
What is this stuff? Like Mojang, really? You know what I'm gonna do? Do
Open server?
white.
Hacking, I appreciate it.
Yes. He has to hack his own Minecraft server.
Okay, where is the freaking? I can't. Am I not vimming here? Oh, there it is. Whitelist is false.
Minecraft Sparklecon.
Yes, we're running the demo with your satellite. Design for somewhere else.
It's a server on the internet. Which she said will be up at least on Monday. Should be the second one.
Ah,
That one right there.
it's funny.
We're in.
Yay, finally! Okay.
Look, it is.
What's the
No, I won't
button?
do it in here.
No, it will. You just have to go to your little box.
Oh, okay. Just want to show you my skin.
Oh yeah, all my stuff's mapped. What's the inventory button?
E.
Okay, mine's not default. Ah.
Rastaman.
Okay, you arrange this. What's going on?
Okay, I have to get all the stuff that I prepared on my user, on this user, real quick. But we're there. Okay,
Also, if you want,
we're pretty much
that'll be
there.
Full screen, or you can do the green one here to do it full screen in this window.
It's basically full screen up there. It's pretty big.
Oh, okay, cool. That's all that really matters.
I've never seen a creative server.
This is strictly for demonstrative purposes. We play adventure, survival.
Yeah, we have a vanilla survival and a modded one that our friend has with a bunch of random mods in it.
Okay, this only took way too long, but look, I can actually do things now. Yay!
And you know to right click. You can
No, I can't. You're not opt?
Oh, no, you have to be administrator or something.
do/op.
Yeah, you're still not
No,
opt.
because, like, you're probably in the spawning point right there and only, like, the administrator.
Yeah, no, that was me. Because the GUID doesn't match. The name matches, but the GUID doesn't. That's fine. Yay, finally! Yay! This is good enough. I can live with this. So, where were we? My name is Chris, and welcome to Sparklecon. All right, redstone. So, redstone, essentially electricity. Just think of it, electricity, fun things. And I can't clear the weather because I'm not an op. So this is redstone dust. Let me turn this down. Right. There we go. This is redstone dust. It essentially functions as a wire. If you were to carry electricity. That is a lamp, which we're going to use as our blinky lights for today. And there's a button. That's a lever. Because this is not real life and it's a game, there's some weird things. So this button is attached to a block. You see, it's not directly attached to a wire. You can't really do that. So in Minecraft, you can power blocks and random objects in certain cases.
As long as it's adjacent.
Yeah, as long as it's adjacent. A button will power whatever it's directly attached to. So I can hit this button, it's going to power this block and turn on the wire. Whee, which turns on the light. Super basic. The lever here is similar, it's just continuous. So we have all kinds of fun stuff right there. One important thing about redstone is that itself is not terribly useful. You can turn one thing on. If you want to build something a little bit more complex, you need to also be able to turn things off. So this is a redstone torch. It's a power source. But when the power source gets power in a certain way, it actually turns off. So when I hit this button, it's going to turn off these power sources.
So it's a not gate.
Well, NOT gate's right over there, but yes, that's you can build a NOT gate that way. So instead of having something that you could turn on, you can make something that's on by default that you can turn off. That is what everything else is built on. So now that we know that, let's see what I set up first to do next that I can't touch now. So over here, you'll see I have two different sources of power. They're both connected and essentially do the same thing. When you're building circuits of any complexity, you have to be careful because none of this is terribly smart. You want to use a diode. It's a component that you can use to make the flow one way. In this case, you can accomplish that in Minecraft with a repeater. So if I turn on, over here I have the same thing we just had before, a power source and a power source, with the repeater in the middle pointing to the right. So if I turn on this power source, which I can't do because I'm not opt. That's fine.
If you can get to the console of the Minecraft server, you can type commands directly in there, as my understanding.
Yes. Let me just op him instead of continuing around with this horrible fail. Minecraft. What is it again? Your name?
Tomcat the Wizard, yeah. Yep. Sent.
Could not opt Tomcat the Wizard.
Could not.
Oh, Tome.
Tome, yeah.
Tome!
Yay.
Okay, now
There you go.
I should be able to hit this button. Yay! All right. Should have brought my other laptop. So now we're powering through. We have flow of the redstone signal from this power source, powering directly adjacent blocks, through the repeater over here. The repeater is one way only, functions as a diode. So if I hit this switch here, this will power these two blocks, but it won't be able to go back the other direction. So like that, this side still works. See, isn't that fantastically awesome? Thanks, that's my talk, bye. Okay.
And
So,
if a block is powered by two sources, it's just powered?
It's just powered.
And a
So-
button or a lever powers just as much as a torch? Or
Yes.
are they different amounts?
Same. Just lever's continuous,
15
buttons not.
blocks or something, right?
Yeah, 15.
You reinvented the FPGA.
I have. So all these little onesie things over here you can combine to create better logic gates. If you want to do an OR gate, you just wire things together and connect multiple possible inputs or power sources. In this case, either one of these power sources being on will turn on the light. It's a very simple OR. This was a NOT gate, which someone jumped ahead, breaking my flow and pointed out that existed. If you power many power sources, they will turn off. So this is on by default. We turn on this powering a block with the power source attached, inverts the signal. So this is a NOT gate. So we've got power one way or NOT, and this is a simple. What is this? This is an AND. This is an AND gate. AND gate it's similar to the OR. We have multiple power sources, but we have inverted the power sources with NOT gates. This will make sense soon, I hope. So in this case, with both of these off, these power sources power this block, which turns off this power source, so the lamp is off. If I turn on one of these, the other one is still powering, keeping this off. If I turn on both of them, then the light goes on. So this is a very basic AND gate. So we've got logic for, well, basic on and off, or not an AND. You can build like everything in the universe with that.
Because then you can make a XOR gate.
You could, and I'm not going to do that because I don't want to teach you bad habits. So everybody cool with basic logic gates for now? Cool. You guys look like you need caffeine.
Or beer.
Or beer. Or other things. Um, so, if you want to build anything bigger than a flip-flop, opening and closing doors, you want to learn how to make a clock. A clock provides either a continuous stream of repeatable input. Just like your clock ticks every second, you can kick off signal on some kind of interval. So Minecraft is really weird. The repeaters that we used before as a diode can introduce a delay into the signal. Things update over time in Minecraft, so we can actually create a loop where a signal will turn itself, can turn itself on and off. So I'm going to power this block, and we're going to feed power through these repeaters. They can only go in one direction, so you'll actually see the signal traveling in a circle like a clock once I turn it on, and it will go forever. Whee! The instant feedback, you know right away if you messed up.
Yeah.
This works. Questions on clocks? No questions on clocks?
Simulator or some way you're
There is, but that's complicated. I said basic. I said simple. If you're curious, this is the smallest possible Minecraft clock. It's really tiny. This will go forever. So, this is a slightly larger clock that combines this is the NOT gate we did before. We have a power source here. Let me turn that off. I'm going to put a power source on here, which will power this repeater. It can only go one direction. It'll come around, power this block, which will turn the power source off. This is another way you can make a clock.
And obviously, the smaller they are, the faster they are?
It depends on delay and how many repeaters you have in there, how many times you wind up inverting things. This is the smallest possible delay with a single repeater. This clock is actually, it can be so fast that the game, in order to make sure you don't break it, will just stop it. There's a built-in protection. These power sources can essentially be burnt out in the game to stop you from lagging things up too bad. So if I take this clock down to the smallest possible interval, you see it blink faster and then burn out. And it just dies. Yep. So by introducing a larger delay in the repeater, I can adjust the period of the clock. And this one should be slow enough that it'll go forever.
I didn't know you could adjust those repeaters.
Oh yeah. Now, just for your own personal amusement, if you want a really long period or a random, or kind of like a random clock, you can actually use the game rules and mechanics and a couple of glitches to accomplish that. This is a relatively long period clock. I'm not gonna lie, I don't completely understand how it works.
The best kind of magic.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. E, here we go. Sugar cane. In the game world, this sugarcane plant will grow. It'll grow one segment somewhere between every 2 and 6 minutes. So if you don't want a really short period, you just want something to kick off every once in a while and not be laggy, you can build a clock based on that. In this case, I'm going to force it by attaching another piece. When this grows up to this level, it will set off a chain reaction that is going to shoot signal all the way around. You can take off for that to accomplish tasks, blink lights, whatever you want to do. And then it will finally fire this piston to reset itself. Like that.
So this is the base of an automated sugarcane farm.
Yes, you can use this to automatically farm sugarcane or cactus. Wow, that's laggy. It's probably because of all this stuff. Let me turn this off. Turn that off. Turn that off. Go away. Go away. All right. This is if you want to say have a button or a lever you can pull to keep the game in daytime all the time. You can do that. You can have a clock like this that will come and fire every couple of minutes to accomplish that without repeating the same commands to your server over and over again, 4 or 5 times a second. It's a nice option to extend time out when you're building anything. One more slightly above simple component that you might want to build is a thing whose name I forgot. It's a momentary switch. So when we push buttons over here, the button just lasts for, who did that? That was the wife. You say, push the button, it'll power for maybe a second or so and turn off, and the lever is continuous. When you're building something slightly more complex, you might get to the point where you have a continuous or a long input that you want to pull down to a shorter period of time. And you can do that with a momentary switch. In this case, if I turn on this lever, it will power these blocks. It'll power this piston, which moves blocks in the game world. So power is going to come through the lines into this block, into this repeater, and over to this block. And when that happens, this piston will also get powered and will push up this block, turning off power over here. So you'll see this guy go on and stay on. This guy is going to blink, and this guy is going to blink for slightly longer. So you can convert a steady stream into a pulse. So, beep.
So that would convert a level signal into an edge signal.
Yes. And there are all kinds of really cool edge detectors you can make that I have not had enough caffeine to figure out. That's fine. So, you can put all this fun stuff together, pistons, moving blocks, powering things, and gates, to make the equivalent of the Sparklecon badge. These guys here will blink in an alternating fashion if I turn this on. Blink, blink, blink. Now, we all love blinky lights.
So you got a clock and a momentary switch in there, basically?
I do. Kind of.
Kind of.
Kind of. Actually don't. So this is actually, it was actually easier to do without a clock. In this case, we're providing continuous power, and we're making an alternating momentary switch out of it. So power comes out along this lovely line here. I have a repeater in place because, like electrical resistance, signal can only go so far. The repeater will let you repeat and boost the signal and continue on. Some quirks of how you deliver power to things. I have repeaters here because if you don't have repeaters, Minecraft will connect these in a loop and not actually power the blocks here. So to force the direction to go the way I want it to go and accidentally break more things, we can use a repeater. There we go. Boop. And this powers the block. Over here, we take power off these blocks. So in the position on the right, the blue position, the diamond blocks, power will come through this block, through this repeater. This arrangement is just to make sure we don't have any short circuits, because it's a problem in Minecraft too. We take power off here to both turn on this light and then come back around and drive this piston to move the block away. So the circuit is completed, is powered, turns on the light, and then that same signal activates a momentary switch to cut power back off to that circuit. And in this case, the other side of the circuit does the same thing on the opposite cycle. We take power off this block, power the light, bring it back around, and reset the switch back into the other position. This is similar to what your Sparklecon badge does. The Sparklecon badge does it with capacitors. Those are really big and ugly to build in Minecraft, so I didn't because I was lazy. But we can accomplish the same thing. And if you like to play around with little blinky light projects, this is a way to kind of do it and play with it, and it always has to go with you. You don't have to worry about soldering and burning your hands with soldering irons and any of that fun stuff.
Have you tried building them in layers?
Blinky light layers?
How many different layers, different circuits?
Yes, and it's a real pain. I actually built one here, which you'll see in a second.
There are videos on YouTube of graphing calculators.
Yeah, everything, just search for Minecraft anything. All the logic gates, a lot more complicated ones than this, there are diagrams provided. People have figured out how to do everything already. You can build hard drives, whatever, kind of crazy stuff. Calculators. I can't.
LCD screens.
Oh, I can see over here. Why am I looking over here the whole time when I could have been looking here? I'm like craning my neck. If you guys can see this, the big Sparklecon blinky light it's just a clock. It's just a couple of clocks. It's really big. It's just, that's all it is. There's another thing I'm not going to show you underground that hits multiple people. Ooh, a bunny. Hi, bunny. Go away. There's a thing underground that actually splits. It's another clock that drives two separate circuits to accomplish the same thing. Whee! Whee! And this is all, this is nothing but a couple of simple circuits driving some dispensers. It's a pair of clocks and a couple of NOT gates. And we can sit here and fire off all kinds of things. The green one that you couldn't see because it was an angle is a creeper head. But that's it. This is I wouldn't say 2 layers, but it's a couple of paths driven by the same clock. Questions? Minecrafty things. How's everyone liking Sparklecon? You have a question?
So roughly speaking, what is the overhead of implementing a circuit in Minecraft? I know there's
It depends on what you're gonna do. Yeah, the physical space of the game is the hardest problem. Because of the powering rules, power sources being able to power adjacent blocks and so forth, you wind up with a lot of short circuit situations. So you just have to get stuff spread out. You can make smaller circuits by exploiting some of the kind of weird glitchy behavior that they have in the game. The only problem with that is that can change patch to patch. You might have to redo it. So it's just space. Certain things, certain features can be provided by Minecraft modifications, but if you're just pure base vanilla Minecraft like this is, certain things like capacitors are actually kind of tough. In that case, with a capacitor, you have to use a hopper, which just takes items from one place, loads it to another one. And you can measure how full a target item is, wait till you reach a certain capacity, trigger your event, and then you have to go and reset that, pull the items back out, put them back in the hopper, and start over again. And that's, it's something like 3 by 4 by 4 blocks just to do a capacitor.
Literal physical sense of the word capacitor.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a big old, those giant like 70s nasty capacitors. Oh, the rockets aren't
But
showing
I'm sure
up as
there's
big
mods
buddies.
that have like, here's a capacitor and a block.
Yeah, there are mods. If you're into steampunk stuff, there's a lot of that in the mods. Yeah, no one knows anything about steampunk. There are a lot of modifications to do things like piping, pressure, fluid. Really, it's just game objects and numbers, but you have a few more options, cooler things you can do. Question? You had a question back there, maybe? Questions? No pressure, no pressure. Okay.
How did you get the limitless supply of fireworks?
I didn't. I sat there 2 days ago and I made like 300 fireworks. In creative mode, they don't actually. So some of the items you can't pull out of the this little searchy list. Fireworks aren't on it. I have to actually make them.
There's an ID list though you can pull from there probably.
In terms of programming, there are certain very weird things you do. So the two of the monsters are the skeletons and wither skeletons. They're not separate entities. The wither skeleton is just flags on a regular skeleton. Fireworks are the same way. So there are commands to create them, but you have to sit there and pass all kinds of weird parameters and weird properties to the command, and it's just irritating. It's easier to just make the thing. It doesn't take that long. Ooh, there's a star. See the star? There's a star there? Yeah, right. Question?
The Minecraft I know of, you download the software and you just play it on their server.
Yep, they're empty. See, I told you there's only 300.
How do you get these circuit tools?
So Minecraft is nice because there are quite a few different game modes depending on what you want to do. This is creative mode. I have unlimited resources and can build and do whatever I want. The default game mode that you probably see a lot is survival, where you start with nothing and you have to go and find things, gather resources, create things in the environment.
And redstone's between like 20 and 40 in the depth, and you start usually around like 50 or 60, so you're digging.
Yeah.
20, 30
So you can do all of this in the regular game mode, and there are reasons to do it. I started doing redstone to automate things like farming crops. We also now have you can make traps. I built an XP farm. If you want to Google it, it's the Snow Crash XP farm. I used his design and I tweaked it a little bit, but come on. I won't show it to you because I have to go whitelist my other server and turn it on. But it's something like 250 blocks tall. It's huge rings for mobs to spawn on that are controlled. So all the mobs get funneled to whoever's sitting in the XP farm. They get automatically killed by the farm. And then their items get extracted and stored for us to pick up and sort out and pick up later. And it shoots experience back up to us. So you go and you sit in this farm and you irritate like a zombie pigman, and you sit there and in 2 minutes you're level 30. And if you're gutsy, you just go away, have a drink, eat dinner, come back and you're level 70. So you can definitely do this all in the other modes, and it's fun. It's worth it. It just takes a while. Part of the game. Anything else? Questions? No? Okay, I'm going to leave this up. It's minecraft.bad2beef.net. I'll leave it on. I'll put it on the wiki. If you want to look at the little things here or play with it, just be outside of the little black line. All the designs for everything are on Minecraft, official Minecraft wiki, Gamepedia. They tell you how to do everything with redstone. But they have weird little diagrams and pictures from certain angles. And it's nicer to be able to come in and see it in the world and build a copy of it and play with it. So I'll leave this up if anybody's interested. And if you don't log in, I'm not going to check, so my feelings won't be hurt. It's fine.
Is that the moon?
Yes.
That is a moon.
It's setting so that it will soon be day. Monsters only come out at night.
Yep. Well, I have monsters off on the server, thankfully. I figured if anyone did try and jump in and started to spawn monsters while I was doing this, I would be mad, so I just turned them off. Because you know how trolly we are. They don't, but you can spawn an ender dragon and have it fly around and destroy the whole world. It is actually. I'll do that. I'll do that in a couple days. That's why I backed this up before I came here today. It's fine. Okay, so nothing else. Everybody go enjoy Sparklecon. I think Gringo Warrior is starting like right now. If you guys haven't seen that, it's really cool. People are gonna like do weird lock picking and handcuffs.
I can attest.
It's cool. See you guys. Hey, oh my God, thank you.
No worries, man. No worries.